Yes, indeed. 5, 4, 3. Let's get it, man. Come on with it.
All
No
right.
intro needed. Won't let you do everything, you know?
All right, listen, we don't need to wait for you. Know who we are. You
Yeah.
know who we are.
Yeah.
Legendary Law Nation Sports. And you got a bad diggity this. Law, good to
Yeah.
have you back, brother. Good to have you back. Appreciate you. Appreciate you
Yeah.
taking some time
Yeah.
out of your busy day. How you been?
Man,
How's
I'm
things?
doing
How
well.
about them
Well,
Cowboys?
how about them, man? We 1-2, man. The battle of the bottom, baby. Because I don't want to be at the bottom. I definitely don't want to be there, man. No
Yeah,
way.
we're used to this. This is the way we normally look at it. This is our
Uh,
view. A view from the bottom.
no, okay, that's what it is. Okay. Well, since we going to your hometown, which is basically hometown for the Cowboys Part 2, because it's been 12 consecutive games for rain. Dakota Prescott owning the Giants. Hold on. Let me say it one time. The G-Man. Come on, bad dog.
It has. So I think that we've beaten Dak Prescott once since 2016. That obviously ain't gonna get it done. But I will say
Right.
this: I believe if we do have a chance, it is this Thursday. You guys have not been able to stop the run. You can't run the ball.
Right.
We've been able to run it pretty effectively. Our line is better, and
Right.
like I said, man, you guys are kind of you're at a very low level right now. I don't remember the
Right.
Cowboys being on hard times like this, and this is a huge game for you guys. I mean, 1-2, you could fall to 1-3.
Yeah.
High expectations for you guys. I mean, let me ask you this:
Mm-hmm.
if you lose this game, do you think McCarthy's on the hot seat like immediately? Do you think like coaching staff like they're starting to? You think they're on the hot seat?
Yeah. Somebody head need to roll. We'll be 1-3 with the expectations of, hey, all of last year you lost 5 games. Now you're 2 games away, and one can argue that you got another length of schedules that you got to play. So now you're going to put yourself behind the 8 ball, and on top of that is a situation whereas the Cowboys, they got to get some type of momentum going as it relates to either the coaching staff, the players, Dak Prescott, CD Lamb, your boy, CD Lamb, you know, and then Michael Parsons. So we got to figure out how to get this dub. And unfortunately, man, I need for the G-Man to lay down so that we can go ahead and just steamroll over y'all. I need this to happen. If not, somebody's going to get fired.
Yeah, I mean, this is usually a get right game for you guys. I don't think there's
Right.
any doubt about that. I mean, I would love to go in here with a lot of confidence, but facts are this. When we play Philadelphia, we usually lose, but we're very competitive with them, and we just
Right.
come out short of the stick. Washington, until this year, we always play really ugly games with those
Right.
guys. We usually come out ahead. But with you guys, I mean, you just beat our ass. Like, you just beat us down. 89-17 last year. You guys have controlled the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball for years.
Right.
And like I said, this year, man, our offensive line's actually been a lot better. Is it finished? No.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more protection. We've been able to run the ball pretty effectively all 3 games. Outside of the first game, we got behind, so we really couldn't run. But Singletary's got to hold on to the football, but they've run it pretty effectively. And the pass rush is definitely getting there. Bowen's been using a lot of blitzes. We had 8 sacks. I know it's
Right.
Cleveland and they stink. But, we've had 14 sacks in the season. Your offensive line's been a little bit shaky. Our biggest problem is we never get to Dak Prescott. We never knock him down. He has a clean jersey every time we play him. I feel like we can get some pressure on him if we force you guys in obvious passing situations. But we got to stop you guys on first and second down. And then we got to get off the field on third down because we haven't been good on third down. Washington killed us on third down in that game. So, I mean –
But wait a minute. Are you guys a Malik Neighbors away for a drop from being 2-1 though?
we were
Are you? Come on.
We could have been. I don't know if we would have scored in that. I think we were a kicker away from being 2-1 though. I think if Graham Gano was healthy, I think we win. Honestly, I honestly think we do. But that's an if. And we didn't, unfortunately. Usually we do come out ahead of Washington. We usually find a way to beat them. We didn't. But the one thing I'll say is I think the Giants have played like this. I think their stock has gone up the last, since the beginning of the year. I think they played better each week, and I think you guys have kind of come down each week. But it's Dallas and the Giants, man. And like I said, historically, we don't do well in this game, but I'm hopeful. I'm not optimistic, but I'm hopeful that we can be there at the end and have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen. I don't want that outcome at all for you guys to be in it. I want the Cowboys. Like you said, this is a get-right game. But my reservations is Tyler Guyton. My reservation is also not even Cooper Beebe, who's our new center. Is Tyler?
I wanted him.
Yeah. Tyler Guyton and Terrence Steele are my reservations. You guys got guys that can get to it. Kevon Thibodeau, Ariz Arjulari, Brian Burns, all of those boys, they can get
about Sexy Dexy, baby.
Oh my goodness, Sexy Dexy. The other D-Law, man. Shout out to the Laws though, but
swallow that.
Oh man, they don't want to get swallowed up over here. But the Laws, man. So my thing is, we got a lot of growing pains on my Cowboys side. Two things that I wanted my Cowboys to fix and correct this particular offseason: the ability to run the ball and the ability to stop the run. Guess what? Two things we haven't exhibited and exuded for the last 2 weeks. The ability to stop the run and the ability to run the ball. So I get it. Dak Prescott, I think the world of Dak Prescott. I'm glad that he got his corns, his bag. He got $250 million, $231 million guaranteed. But I want Dak Prescott in this particular game anywhere from 25 to 30 attempts throwing the rock. And if we can get some run game, clock gang, then I think that we can be the winning team with the mother sucking thing that we talking about. Yeah, here we go again,
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's the same thing with the Giants. I feel like if we're going to beat you guys, we definitely have to run the ball. We can't put Daniel Jones in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 because your pass rush, even though our lines are better, we're not good in obvious passing situations. Malik Neighbors certainly helps. There's no question about it. We haven't had a Malik Neighbors since you played you guys. We really haven't had a big threat in the receiving game since Daniel Jones has been here and played against you guys. Barkley was always kind of a threat, but you could stack the box and stop him.
Right.
With a guy like Malik Neighbors, this opens it up for a guy like Wan'Dale Robinson, who I think is a very underrated wide receiver.
Right.
And I don't know if Slayton's playing or not, but this should allow Jalen Hyde to get some time, which a lot of Giants fans want to see, the pure speedster out of Tennessee, see what he could do. But if we can run the ball, man, if we can get to 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, and we could have those long drives, and we can, play this game in the muck per se, and keep it low scoring and win ugly. That's how we're going to have to do this. We can't get in a shootout with you guys. We're not going to win that way. We have to play the way we did against Washington. We got to let you guys, if we're going to let you get down there, kick field goals. We can't let you score 7 points. And if we can, like I said, if we can get Dak Prescott in obvious passing situations, I do think we got the guys that can get there. But you also have a CeeDee Lamb. We haven't faced a CeeDee Lamb. Terry McLaurin's good. He's not CeeDee Lamb. Right. Justin Jefferson, I guess you could say he's on the same level as CeeDee Lamb. And Sam Darnold got up to a great start. But I feel like the defense is starting to adjust to Shane Bowen since it was a new system this year. And like I said, man, I certainly can never say, I'm confident going against the Cowboys. I can never say that. But I really don't think this is going to be a blowout. I really do think the Giants will be there in the fourth quarter. And then we'll see how it goes. May the worst team lose. If this is the case, before we get bottom of the division. Welcome to our neighborhood.
Come on, man. I don't want to
get out here.
Riggs, I don't want to stay here, Riggs. I'm too old for this, bad dog.
Yeah.
I'm too old for this, man.
How do you think I feel? I'm the oldest guy in the place.
Yeah, you're older than me, man, but I don't want to be there, man. Let me talk about my guy, man, Michael Parsons, who's been compared to your guy, LT. I'm not saying that he is.
Do you think he's better than LT? Listen, one of your guys said that last night, so I had to correct him.
Nah. Here's the thing, though.
I had to correct him. And
shout out to all of the Laws. You know what I'm saying? From your perspective, man, if you had Michael Parsons over there, how would you utilize him, and what are your plans to stop him right now, from your perspective?
How would I utilize Micah Parsons?
How would you utilize him?
I would let him rush. I would just let him be an edge rusher. I think Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
would do. I would just let him
at
go.
235 pounds. Oh, you put some weight on him, right?
Why? No, like an edge, not a defensive end, like at a three, like an outside linebacker. I should say, not
3,
a guard.
4. Oh, you
Yes,
just
yes, like
switched
an
the
outside
defense. Okay.
like Taylor used to play. They're
Okay.
similar size, right? They have similar speed. Of course, Taylor at his time was
That was
way
at
out
that
of the
time.
ordinary back in the 80s for a guy to run like that at his size.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always felt like Micah Parsons was just not that he can't do other things, but there's no doubt, man, when that guy's going after the quarterback, he is almost impossible to stop. I mean, I watch this guy, and you always want to know where number 11 is, at least I do, because he's given us hell just like who was the other guy? DeMarcus Ware, man. DeMarcus Ware. I would
94.
have nightmares at 94, rushing Eli Manning and killing Eli Manning. So it's the same thing. But yeah, like in third down and long, I would just let Micah Parsons go. I would just say, dude, just go out there and get the quarterback.
Go get him on third
How would we
down.
stop him? I think the best way to stop any really good pass rusher is to run right at him. I always felt like that was the best way to do it. Just run right at those guys, try to take them out of the play. Let them use their aggressiveness against them. If they get in the backfield, they've already taken themselves out of the play. If you're able to get by them, push them into the backwash of the play. So that's the way I would utilize them on both sides of the ball. But I really do. Like on third down and long, I'm just saying, dude, no coverage. No, let's not get cute. Micah, go get the quarterback. Because these pass rushers want to get the quarterback.
Yeah, you definitely do, man. The Cowboys right now, according to PFF, we are ranked 31st in defense, 22nd in offense. This is a weird world because you guys are ranked top 10 in defense or right at 11th spot in defense. And the Cowboys, your offense is ranked 20, I looked at it, 26.
That's about normal for us.
Yeah. So Dak Prescott need a get-right game, bro. He's ranked 20. Our offense is ranked 22nd right now. Who's your DBs, man? What's going to happen with CD and Cooks?
So
and
who's
your DBs?
We're a little short there because there's no Andrew Phillips. He got ruled out. Sucks because I love him, man. He's an absolute dog. A rookie, a third-round pick out of Kentucky. I love him, man. He might not have the best coverage skills. Really haven't seen it, but he don't mess when he tackles. He's perfect form tackler. Adoree Jackson's also out with a calf. I mean, he just got here, but obviously it's a veteran presence. Tay Banks got cooked by Amari Cooper. It worries me.
Right.
I mean, Tay Banks did not look good against Amari Cooper. Cordell Flott's going to get some time. Probably we'll see McLeod out there. And then, of course, those safeties, Nubin and Pinnock will play. But, yeah, those are our defensive backs. I'm a little concerned because we're a little thin there, and that's a question mark to begin with. And you, like I said, you guys know I'm a huge CeeDee Lamb fan. And I kind of expect CD to get his yards, but we can't let guys like Brandon Cooks beat us. Like that's the type of thing that beat the Giants. Like CD Lamb's going off.
Yeah.
You get like a big 3rd and 11, and it's Brandon Cooks that catches a 17-yard pass to move the chains. Those things can't happen for the Giants. But, anytime you guys throw the ball, you saw it against Baltimore, man. You were slow, like you couldn't move the ball, and then all of a sudden you start throwing it, you're just zipping the ball down the field. So, again, man, I always have reservations playing Dallas, and I hate it because we don't normally match up well with you guys. But that was always because of the line of scrimmage. I think the line of scrimmage is a little bit more even now. So I think the game will be a little bit more even now.
No doubt, man. We got our first super chat, man. Someone throwing some support over here. It says Metaphor.
I got Metaphor.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Can one of y'all make sure that the sump pump running?
What do you think about these Commander fans?
What's that?
We're in the basement. What do you think about these Commander fans pumping their chests right now after 3 games?
Yeah, man. Hey, I haven't heard the Commander fans talking noise in a long time. It's been 18 years. Metaphor. 18 years since y'all even won a playoff game. And I get it, right? It's been many a moon since my Cowboys won a Super Bowl. But it's been 18 seasons, right? So now all of a sudden, and then of course, I couldn't get Louis T to hush his mouth the last time when they won the, division in 2020.
Oh, that's when we started this. I was talking about that last night. The champ is here.
The champ is here, Well, I'm going to say this, though, Metaphor. I'm going to say this. enjoy y'all sunshine now because it's not even football weather yet. Come on with it. Ain't that right? It's not even football weather.
It ain't football weather. The leaves haven't even changed color in upstate New York yet, so it ain't football weather. It ain't football weather.
Yeah, but out of all of the quarterbacks, just to be fair, Jaden Daniels so far, he looks the most improved and performing well, even better than my guy Dakota Prescott. Based off of these last 2 weeks, Jaden Daniels, he's been doing his thing, and all of us is kind of looking at it like, who's the hell is the new guy? Yeah. He haven't had his welcome to NFL moment yet.
He hasn't. But when he threw that, I was watching the game Monday. Now I was telling Louis this last night, man. When he threw that last touchdown to McLaurin with the defender like getting planted, like a guy right in his chest, and he just threw that ball 50 yards to a spot in the end zone. It was such an amazing pass. I had to tweet and just go, "Oh God, I think the Commanders might have got a guy. I think they might actually have a quarterback there, and they haven't had one pretty much in my lifetime, man. Not such Heisman, so."
But BadDog, are you old enough to remember Sam Howell? Sam Mahomes,
I remember Sam Mahomes first. The new Mahomes order, right?
The new Mahomes, Yeah. Uncle Sam and all of that. So
I remember it well. It wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago, Oh my gosh, man. We got HXCTXR with the $10 super check, however you call that name. Commanders. Who is that?
Hector. We'll just call him Hector.
Oh, Hector. Okay, Hector. He said Commanders got a good QB to build around, which is true, but they still got Daniel Quinn, who chokes in big games. Falcons Super Bowl and Dallas defense collapsed against Green Bay. That's hype ride will end abruptly. So, abruptly. So, you're right, man. It ain't going to last forever, man.
No, the honeymoon phase ends. Yeah. I mean, it did with Brian Daboll, right? How were we thinking Brian Daboll, one coach of the year in 2022?
Yeah.
What has he done since? Now, all of a sudden, he's on the hot seat. Things can happen very fast in the NFL.
In the words of my guy, this train gonna keep on rolling. That train gonna keep on rolling, man. We ain't worried at all. That's what I said, Sam Mahomes.
He did. He was comparing. He's a lot like Patrick Mahomes, he was saying. Well, let me ask you this really quick.
Go ahead.
Do you think Dak getting this big contract put added? He had a lot of pressure on him anyway, because he's winning all these games, doesn't have the best playoff record. Now you get $60 million a year for 4 years. You think he's got added pressure? Like, I feel like Daniel Jones kind of regressed when he got that big contract, and sometimes that can get into a guy's head, and they feel like they got to play like outside of themselves, like they got to do more. They try to do too much. Do you think that? Do you think that? I mean, it's only 3 games, but do you think that plays on him at all? Because he hasn't looked good. I mean, he's better than he's played the first 3 games. I think.
Well, they took his favorite toy away from him all in training camp, and these gonna sound like bevies of excuses. His favorite toy was CeeDee Lamb, right? He goes into this. They use and we're gonna read the super chat in a few, but here's what they do. We don't play any of our starters in the preseason.
Right.
I get it. I seen what Daniel Jones looked like 2 picks in preseason. Everybody like, look, the world is falling, the sky is falling. I get all of that. But the Joneses and the Cowboys philosophy, whereas they don't play Dak Prescott in preseason. So they use the month of September as an extension of the preseason. CeeDee Lamb said out of his mouth that, hey, I'm still in training camp mode. Dude, it's a real football game. So you see the concentration drops. You see the fumbles. You see the miscommunications. Dak Prescott throwing the damn ball to the moon, throwing the ball to the shoelaces. So he's off a little bit with a lot of his throws. Although he lead the league in yards, which is cool, and he got 4 touchdowns to 2 interception ratio, which is okay for right now. I say that this game, my brother from another mother, no other, don't look like Danny Glover, BadDog Sports. This may be the game where Dak Prescott have his best performance, dare I say, and maybe he can be 22 for like 30 or 22 for 27 or something like that, comfortably with 280 yards or maybe 300 yards against the Giants. Hopefully that's what I'm counting on. What's the weather's going to be like that tomorrow?
It's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain.
Oh, snap.
It's supposed to rain.
For real?
Yeah.
Y'all got no roof over there?
No, we don't. We should.
I'm the best.
Let me check, because this is, I live in upstate New York, and that's the weather tomorrow. So let me check, so East Rutherford's a little bit south of me. Well, it's like 4 hours south. So let's see.
While you checking that, let me see. Chris, $4.99 states that as a Giants fan, it is hard to have faith when you can win games when Jones does not play at well against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Or
showers
that well
tomorrow.
against Cowboys. It's showers tomorrow.
Showers tomorrow, 76.
Oh my God.
No, I agree with you, Chris. It is very hard. Daniel Jones has not played well against Dallas at all.
He's like 1-6.
Yeah, I don't even remember Daniel Jones having a really good game against you guys at any point, because we really haven't been competitive with you guys. Like I said, you just last year we come off of 2022. I know I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling good.
Right.
First win in 10 years.
Yeah.
Jones turns the corner. Look at this. We got Derek Waller now, and what that 40-0. And so it went right downhill fast. But I'm hopeful that you guys are still a little rusty on Thursday. It's a short week,
Right.
You guys are a little bit rusty, and Dak's not on point, and we can come out of there with a win. It would go a long ways for the Giants to finally beat Dallas and probably give them some confidence. If the Giants go 1-3, our schedule is pretty brutal in the next few weeks. We could be looking at 1-8. It's just a fact. We'll see how good the Giants really are. We could be 2-1. It's honest.
Yeah.
Since
That's true.
Minnesota kicked our butts pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't really know where we are. This is a good test for the Giants. And I wanted to ask you this, because I asked LB this last night.
What do you say?
Who has more touchdowns, Daniel Jones or Jalen Hurts?
I think Jones have more touchdowns. Hurts get down there. He throws the pitch.
Who has more interceptions, Daniel Jones or Jalen Hurts?
Oh, Jalen Hurts, man. Come on, man. Hurts been hurting, man. He get down there. Look, here. Before we answer this one,
I didn't even know Johnny. I didn't even know he donated. I didn't even know Johnny sent his super chat. He's an Eagle fan. I have to throw it in there. I can't help myself. No matter who I'm talking to, we got to hate on the Eagles a little bit.
This is the Philly Aces 34, man. $5 super chat support. Law, I hate the Cowboys, but I miss you and Super Friends. Fly, Eagles, fly. I can't believe I said that. I read that. He suckered me into reading it. To the land of miseries. That's what I corrected it. But we want the Giants to blur y'all. What? Bury us until Micah, Google, CJ, GJ, y'all the best. What? Look. No way the Giants would bury us. I'm still mad at what the Giants did to us in 2007. I know you remember. I know it was a great year. It was a great year for you. I'm still mad. I'm still mad when you guys had Janoris Jenkins in 2016. Yeah. The two times that y'all swept us, I believe it was in 2016. Yeah. Janoris Jenkins.
Games all year, we beat you twice.
Yeah. So I can't stand. Look, man, you my brother, man, but I can't stand that team that you represent over there with the Giants on the head. I want to wipe that G off and just be the Ions or the Aints or something like that. You just want to do y'all bad.
Same thing. You know you're my guy, Law. You know you're my guy. You're a legend. No question about it. Like I said, I didn't want to do this with anybody but you. You know you're my guy. But I hate them damn Cowboys. That DALLAS. We're going to give them 3 L's in between that, man. Let's go. One time. We need this, Law. Give me something, bro. I'm older than you.
Come on, man. But you don't need no more. You don't need no more. You saw multitudes of Super Bowls in your lifetime. I got a chance to see 3, but I don't want you to see no more. You seen enough, though. You seen enough, bro. You seen enough.
Never enough. Law, I'm down here. How does it feel to be down here?
No.
I've been down here for 10 years. 10 years I've been prepping. Let me up for air.
Nah, man, you need to stay there because I think you've been down there because you said Tiki Barber is better than Emmitt Smith. So that's why you're down there. That's why you're over there, bro. That's why you're over there.
I said that last year.
Oh my gosh, man.
Well, let me ask you a serious question.
Yeah,
Tiki
yeah.
Barber should be a Hall of Famer, yes?
Yeah. He should be in there. I think that, I used to play with him on Tecmo Bowl. He was still running pretty good at that time. So, yeah, he ain't no slouch. But he just.
I mean, there's three guys in the history of the NFL that have 10,000 rushing yards and 5,000 passing yards. Right? One, Marshall Faulk, he's in the Hall of Fame. The other one's Marcus Allen, he's in the Hall of Fame. Tiki, it's time to put Tiki in the Hall of Fame. Eli's getting in the Hall of Fame this year.
Put it like this. Whoa. Say again?
Eli's getting in the Hall of Fame this year. Eli Manning. The guy that has 2 Super Bowl MVPs?
I think we lose a connection here, man.
Why not? Why ain't Eli in? This class isn't strong.
There's no way that he should get in there before my guy Darren Woodson. I think Darren Woodson belongs in there.
Well, they can both go into the same class.
I
mean, Woodson will be going in with greatness.
Hold on. Is this his first eligibility year, Eli?
Yes.
Let him wait a couple years, man. If the playmaker,
let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
If the playmaker, it took him not the first ballot, it took him a couple of times. It should take Eli just one more year before, one more time.
He'll get it eventually. But I will say that guilty pleasure, if you will. I always tell Eagle fans my favorite Eagle was Eric Allen. I always loved Eric Allen. I thought that jersey was really cool. I was a big Reggie White fan. Then I liked Randall Cunningham. There wasn't many Eagles that I liked. I usually hated all of them. And there's no Eagle now that I could even say, I kind of like them. None of them. With the Cowboys, it was Darren Woodson. I was always a big Darren Woodson. I always thought he was a very underrated player.
Right.
Yeah, he probably should be in the Hall of Fame. I always liked it. Again, there was not many Cowboys in those teams. I hated those teams. I like Darren Woodson. I always liked it.
Yeah. Woody belongs
now I can tell
in
you, there's definitely a guy on your team that like it's CeeDee Lamb. I don't I have a feeling about CeeDee. CeeDee's my guy.
Yeah, CD is him. But Eli, he saved us all. He was like the guy, that's fighting the supervillain, and he came really good twice against Tom Brady. But Tom Brady still managed to win multiple Super Bowls beyond that time frame. But he stopped Brady twice.
He did.
Yeah.
Brady didn't want to see the NFC East in the Super Bowl. Yeah. All 3 of his losses came to this division.
Yeah, and it could have the Eagles. I'm still mad at the Eagles because of the first time.
Right.
Yeah, we have Donovan McNabb and those boys throwing throwing up all in there. Yeah. Was it against the Patriots?
It was against the Patriots. I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be crazy? That would be crazy if they'd won.
I don't want to see the Eagles win another. I don't want them to see them win a Super Bowl. I was hoping like hell Tom Brady won that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I could never root for the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Never. I put $100 on them this year to beat or when they played Kansas City. I put $100 in the Eagles just in case. And that was the best $100 I ever spent, was losing that money. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. I got a curse hat that I have over here in the corner. So whenever they get to the playoff, ever since I had that hat, they haven't won a postseason game. I'm gonna go show it to you. But read that one right quick.
I got that one. Yeah. Eli, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, brother. Dem Cowboys be mad nervous around Jerry now. Yeah, that's true. What do you think about Jerry? About that whole thing about the meats.
Man.
Meat sweats, Law.
You gotta give him that huck to it.
Jerry, man, what's going on, man? Jerry, man, you something wild, man. Jerry, something wild.
Your damn act together. I don't like your attitude.
I don't know, man. Jerry said he can't recall that, but he can recall everything else. He said he's 5'9", 210 pounds, good short area quickness, hand size 9 inches. He got an 8.5 inch, Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with the meat, man? Now we can't find. Look, he got that.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Hey,
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
Is that you, Jerry, too, with Diddy? Jerry Diddy. Yeah. Jerry Diddy oil coming near. Hey, Jerry's Diddy oil coming to a neighborhood near you.
That sounds filthy. That's filthy.
Hey, ever since I
There it is.
yeah, ever since I got this hat, they haven't won a single postseason game. So I'm gonna keep this hat. I ain't gonna put it on my head, but I'm gonna keep this hat. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, keep it around, man. Anything that
Yeah.
keeps them from winning.
Yeah, man.
Anything that keeps them from
Yeah.
winning.
Yes, indeed. I don't know. I might have to burn the hat though. if my Cowboys don't do anything against them Eagles this year, might have to burn it. Yeah.
It's always one of my favorite games, the Cowboys and the Eagles. I don't like either one of them, so just watching you. I think all NFC East fans like to watch the other teams play against each other.
No
Like,
doubt.
right now, Eagle fans are going to love this. Commander fans are going to love this. Like, yeah, let those two teams beat the hell out of each other. I don't really care. Well, I shouldn't say they don't care who wins. I told Giants fans, I said, listen, we're going to have a really good backing this week. Eagles fans are going to be pulling for us. Commander fans, everybody's pulling for us to knock off the Cowboys. So let's make the division proud for once. And, for the first time in a long time. I shouldn't say we made the division proud 4 times here. So let's see what we can do. But it should be a good game. Expect a good game.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Jay says the steel is not the same. We in trouble. Yeah. I'm not worried too much about pressure from the interior. I think that there's a stat line out there between Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, and Zach Martin. We are the least allowed pressure from the interior in the National Football League. So we've been giving up sacks and stuff like that from the edges. So who plays? Which one of you guys play on that right side? Going
Thibodeau plays over there.
Thibodeau? Okay.
Thibodeau plays over there. And I know you guys said you haven't been giving up any pressure in the middle, but you ain't faced Dexter Lawrence yet either.
Yeah, we haven't faced Dexter. Well, we faced Justin Matabuke, who's really nice, man. He Dexter. Yeah. Jay says, should Roy Williams DB be in the Ring of Honor? It's a Cowboys question. If they never changed the rule, he would have been in the Ring of Honor. I think Roy Williams, he was the heir apparent, of course, of Darren Woodson, but he was a guy that they changed the rules on. You can't be aggressive up beyond 5 yards, and then the Roy Williams collar. It made safeties with the ability it made them have to cover more, basically. So I don't think he's gonna be.
What are the? Oh, you mean I thought you meant the rules to get in the Ring of Honor. You didn't mean the rules of the NFL.
I'm talking about the rules of NFL play. Like Roy, before the rules where you can hit, in the middle of the field, like where you can't catch it. Now you got to allow the 2 steps rule or what have you, or make a football move before you can come down and attack and hit. If they kept that rule out, then I think Roy Williams would have had a better career down the stretch.
What has been your biggest disappointment for Dallas so far this year?
Slow starts and lack of. Let me put this like this: the lack of free agency attempts. Like I've said, I banged on the table and said, "Hey, I like Kalen Carsons. I like what he brings to the table, but let's not throw the rookie out there in the deep end. Let's go make sure we solidify and bringing in a veteran." I like my guy Trayvon Diggs, but he's coming off of an ACL, so he may be a step or 2 a little slow. Is he
gonna be picking up Neighbors?
He picking up Neighbors. The only saving grace is that Trayvon Diggs is Daniel Jones' favorite wide receiver. So hopefully.
yeah, Daniel Jones has a couple of favorite wide receivers on the wrong side of the.
Yeah. So, man, that's my only saving grace. I felt as if, though, you guys kind of hoodwinked us with Jordan Phillips. What's going on with that, man, when we scooped him up from you all? What happened?
It was weird because we picked him up and then just let him go. Like, he was never going to make the team. That was a very strange thing. He had like a cup of coffee here and then he was gone. But it's because he liked Elijah Chapman. I mean, that was why. This kid came out of nowhere. there was a play. I think it was it the Texans game where he like chased a run. He was like 30 yards behind a running back, and he's a big interior lineman, and he chased a running back down from like 30 yards away, and that made everybody take notice. And then he had a sack last week, he had a recovered fumble last week. So I think his development is kind of what pushed Phillips out of here. I think they like Chapman a lot, and I think that's part of it. You got Nacho, you got Dexter Lawrence. I think that was why there just wasn't enough room for him there. Our front seven's pretty good, man. It's
yeah. I like. Is Bobby playing or how you say that, man?
Bobby Okereke, yes.
Okereke, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with McFadden. I think McFadden should be good to go. I didn't look at the injury report, but McFadden was a little banged up. I think he's okay. The Drew Phillips thing sucks. I like Drew Phillips, but we'll see. It don't matter. If we don't get pressure on Dak, it wouldn't matter. We could have Darrell Revis and Darrell Green out there, and it wouldn't matter. Yeah, if the quarterback's got time to survey, he's going to get you no matter who it is.
Yeah. But those are my things, man. The things that I had reservations on. We only did technically one real offseason kind of like free agency pickup, and that was Eric Kendricks, who's a 10-year vet at a linebacker, and he can only do so much because he was pretty much already signed with the 49ers, just didn't put the ink on paper. To be their backup. Think about that. He was going to be their backup to Fred Warner. And he realized I can get a starting job in Dallas, and I got a coach that I'm familiar with out of Zim. So he packed his bags up and said, you know what, let me go over to Cowboys land, and he's our starter. So we are tiered down from there. I like Eric Kendricks. I think the world of him, but it's one of those things where we didn't do enough in the offseason.
What about you? Any money though? Like, did you have any money to do anything? Especially now you paid CD and Dak Prescott.
Yeah, we got money now, but at the time, the Cowboys were worried about the coins to pay.
That's I mean, it was. Yeah. I think it was tough. I think it was tough for you guys to go out there. Disappointment for me, honestly. I think the run defense has been a letdown.
No doubt.
Just that and third down conversion. Now they did a better job against Cleveland without question. Cleveland's offensive line was banged up, but I mean, Minnesota gashed us. Washington had like 425 yards against like 200 and some out of the ground. Like that's got us. Like I said, you guys haven't been able to run the ball this year. It's been tough for you. There's no way we can allow you guys to get off. This run defense has to be as good as it was last week. But I think that was the biggest issue. And I think maybe not getting there with our front four, per se, as opposed to Bowen having to bring blitzes to get there. Although these blitzes have been confusing the hell out of the quarterbacks, these linemen. The Giants are sending guys from all over the place. They don't know who's coming. They don't have any idea. And you mentioned a guy earlier that's actually been a big plus because he was never healthy. And Giants fans know this. Azeez Ojulari is really good. He just has never on the field. And he's had some opportunities. He's played really well. So it's just another depth. Like the Giants have a lot of depth up there in that front seven. And if we're going to win this game, it's really going to come down to them because we're not going to put up 28, 38 points against you guys. That's not what we do. So we're going to have to win like 23-19, 23-10. It's got to be ugly. We got to win ugly. That's what we got to do. We get in a shootout with you. We ain't coming out on the right end of that. So
what tree your defensive coordinator come from?
He's from the Titans. Shane Bowen came from the Titans.
So that's is that a Bill Belichick tree?
I don't know what tree Shane Bowen came from because I didn't know much about him. Honestly, I didn't know much about him. When we got him, I was like, I got to find out about this guy because it's not like I researched the Titans, but I found out he barely blitzes. He only blitzes like a quarter of the time. He's one of the guys, defensive coordinators blitzed the least, as opposed to Wink, who blitzed the most. It was like complete opposite, and yet Bowen's blitzed a lot. Especially the last two games. But I think Bowen might have changed his you can build what coaches are supposed to do. You know this law.
Right.
Coaches are supposed to build schemes around their player strengths. Correct? That's what you do.
Boom. So,
yeah. So I think Bowen says, we're not getting to the front four, but I have so many quick athletic guys, Burns, Thibodeau, Ojulari, even a guy like Isaiah Simmons, and then of course you got Dexter Lawrence in the middle. Let's bring these guys. Let's just bring heat. There's a lot of athleticism and speed there. Let me utilize it. And like I said, it's 14 sacks this year, second in the league. So it's working. Dak's a little bit different, though. Jaden Daniels is a rookie. He's not going to see those blitzes. Deshaun Watson stinks. I mean, let's just call it what it is.
You need a massage, man.
Right, he needs a massage.
A masseuse or something.
He needed one after that game because the Giants beat it. But Dak has seen a lot of this. Dak's a veteran, so it's going to be hard to catch him off guard. But we'll see what we got.
The secret sauce, and I'm not giving it away. I think everybody kind of know that already with Dak Prescott. Is the secret is not to blitz him.
Right.
Is to drop 6 or 7 in coverage and force him to throw into tight windows. You don't have to play man to man. Well, all wide receivers can't get separation anyhow. If you can stop run with 4, like with just 4, stop the run and get pressure, then it's going to be a long night. I'm talking about longer than Jay Leno's chin. It's going to be long, bro. It's going to be a long night. So if we can figure out a way to see what we look like once again, playing with the league, the craziest thing of it all, BadDog, all we need to do is the craziest thing of it all is all we need to do is get to the 50. We in field goal range.
Right.
If we get to the 50, ain't that something? The Cowboys had guaranteed, like playing with guaranteed money. If we can just get to the 50, because there's a guy by the name of Brandon Aubrey. I'm sitting here like, man, that brother right there got a robotic leg that can kick it from anywhere on the field, but especially the odds get better when we get to the 50. The damn Dallas Cowboys in the last 2 weeks, we are the lowest team out of drives. There's been 34 drives, and we only had 3. I think there's a record out there. Only 5 touchdowns out of 34 drives. This is like one of the lowest in the league. So we're going to have to wake up offense, and I hope that we can wake up against the G-Man. That's all I
hope
say.
you can. Stay sleeping.
No.
Stay sleeping.
Instead of y'all the sleeping giants, y'all need to wake up.
Sleep in the dark, dingy basement. Stay down there. We want We've been down here too long, man.
Hey, but I'm gonna talk about these Eagles though, right quick.
Go ahead.
They had like the pendulum. Like I said, they could have easily been 3-0, or they could have been 0-3. They've been really close to all 3 of their games. It's not like they dominated. Right. And just to be fair to even, like I said, with the Washington team, it's a lot of people sitting back looking at it like, okay, what kind of style and caliber of offense are they really running with this new system, right? So a lot of people don't have a lot of tape on him. And Jaden Daniels, he looks good. But somebody gonna figure out how to make him, if he's right-handed, make him play left-handed. If he's left-handed, make him play right. That's what defenses do. That's what pros and professionals do. You saw how week-to-week league, what Derek Carr, he got injuries on that offensive line, and all of a sudden, he didn't look like the Maserati car that he looked like against my Cowboys. He looked like one of them damn Yugos.
Yugo. We're dating ourselves with that car.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, a lot of people say, what's the Yugo? Well, Ford Tempo or something, Yeah. Yes, indeed. So it's gonna be good, BadDog.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna be a good game. I can't predict the Giants to win. I want to. I just can't. I have to see it, Law. I got to see it with my own eyes. I got to see it happen because, like I said, I think this will be a game. I don't think the Giants are going to embarrass this time around, but track record's not good against you guys. And like you mentioned, I think you said it, if the Giants are going to win, we have to score first. I feel like we have to play ahead in this game. We get behind. We're playing from behind. We're not built for that. The Giants for the first against Washington, I think it was, they went down and scored on their first drive. I don't remember the last time that happened. Scored a touchdown on their first drive. So I don't know, man. We got to find a way to put it in the end zone because we're not going to win with threes either. And one thing I'll say is the Giants have scored 6 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. So we're finding the end zone. Malik Neighbors got 3 of them. So he's, like I said, he's something you guys haven't seen before.
Yeah, man. Hey,
that's our new toy. That's
That's
our Maserati.
It's your Maserati. We got Jay for the $199 for your mind. He says, "Law, what's up with Guyton and BB struggling? Growing pains, man. Growing pains. The schedule wasn't fair to those boys, and life is not fair. To get Myles Garrett, to get Cam Jordan, to get the third week." to get who they had to face in Justin Matabuke and all of those boys. And now this week they got Brian Burns. How's that acquisition working for you guys? Right?
The first 2 weeks he was pretty bad.
Right.
Definitely looked like not a good signing. He really came on last week. Had a big strip sack, and that's the one that Chapman recovered. And this is right before the half. This was like a minute and a half to go, and the Giants actually went down and punched it in the end zone. I'm like, I don't remember last time they actually had a turnover and went right down and scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
the Giants, that was the best half of football the Giants have played probably since the half they had against Arizona, the second half last year. And then in the second half, everything just kind of stopped. But, again, we'll see what happens. But Brian Burns, that last game was really good. He was all over the field. He had, like I said, he had a sack. He was making tackles for loss.
Oh, he a dog now.
I think these guys are starting to get used to Bowen's system. There's always an adjustment period, and I think last week we saw it. And I do think the Giants are very effective with this blitz. So, like I said, Dak is one of those guys.
You don't want to blitz him,
right? So maybe you pick your spots. You pick your spots with Dak Prescott. You're not gonna make a living blitzing him. But I think if you pick your spots, he might be able to be had.
Yeah, Davis states here, Daniel Jones, 3 touchdowns thrown to the Cowboys.
To Cowboys. I read that wrong. 3 touchdowns thrown on the Cowboys.
Yeah, come on, man.
I don't think that's going to happen. Daniel Jones is bad. I don't think he's 3 picks. Although Eli did that one game, and we won the Super Bowl that year. So it happens.
Damn, 3 touchdowns thrown to the Cowboys. D, man.
I'll say, the last 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. He's been all right. He'll never be great. I did that first half against Cleveland, though. He was awesome. He was 17 and 19 for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was really, really good. He was zipping the ball. He looked like a confident guy. And listen, when you have a guy like Malik Neighbors that can make plays for you, it's probably going to give your quarterback some confidence. So, again, he don't play well against you guys. So this will be a big test for him. It'll be a big test for us, and we'll see where the Giants are. We're either going to be 2-2, flying high, saying, "Hey, we're probably tied for the division lead, or a game behind in the division, and we beat the Cowboys finally, and we're headed up," or we lose again and we go to 1-3. Go up, here we go again, spiral out of control, and the next thing you know, we're 1-8 playing the Panthers. So
here's the thing, though. Daniel Jones still can run.
Yes, he can.
And we've been having issues with some hero ball stuff. Most of our defense been playing to make a play because they want to make Coach proud, I believe. So there's going to be a situation whereas if I'm the damn Giants, I'm looking at this Ravens tape and I'm looking at it like, how can I replicate what Lamar did? Not saying that Daniel Jones would be the white chocolate out there. You do things what Lamar Jackson do. Maybe he could be the Joshua Allen. I don't know. But but I would try to take a page from that book because there was a few runs that Lamar Jackson wasn't even touched.
Right. Yeah.
And Singletary, what is his average yards per attempt? It's not bad.
He's almost 5 a carry.
Yeah.
Carry.
Yeah. So that's gonna be You want Deuce Vaughn, you want Rico Dido, and switch him, and let me get Singletary over here. Because if you give my quarterback a running back that can average 5 yards per toe, oh my, we'd probably be undefeated right now.
Yeah, I tell you that to me has a lot to do with the offensive line, and it's another thing that I don't think a lot of people maybe thought about. After we got rid of Barkley, everybody's like, "Oh, you're not going to be able to run the ball. Not going to be able to run the ball." Barkley's having a great year in Philadelphia outside of the drop, which I loved. It tickled me for a whole week. The Barkley drop, I loved it, and then they lost. It was perfect. But Barkley had to face 7-man fronts a lot.
Right.
With Singletary, you're not doing that. You're not stuffing the box, especially with the guy with neighbors. So obviously, it's going to open it up a little bit more for him to run. And this offensive line is much improved. Not that it couldn't be much improved,
right?
But it's not great. But my hot take was this offensive line this year is going to be average. And I thought if we were an average offensive line, I thought we could be around a 500 team. So, again, I had us starting off 2-2 this year, but I had us winning the first 2 and losing the next 2. Maybe it was the opposite way.
Well, I had us basically only losing 1 game, and it was against the Ravens. I thought that for sure we were going to win game 1, win game 2. and then lose this game, and then we're gonna use your game as a motivational game to spark some fire, and then we get all the way to the San Fran game. So you know me, I'm always optimistic with those type of approaches there, and it didn't happen the way I thought it would happen. Especially, I didn't see the Saints coming in
I
and
don't think anybody saw that coming.
beating the brakes off of us.
I don't think
man.
anybody saw that coming.
Yeah. So we got 2 other super chats, man. We got Randy. He states here, I bet the Giants get the Manning kid. Y'all thought 34-17 Cowboys. My prediction, y'all. So is he talking about Archie Manning? Arch Manning?
Arch Manning doesn't come out until 2026. So if the Giants are bad this year, I have all my people on my page. I'm a big Cameron Ward guy. I freaking love Cameron Ward.
Oh, yeah. I don't want y'all to tell me.
Yeah, I like Cameron Ward a lot. So I'm like, just give me Cameron Ward. I'll be happy with Cameron Ward if we're bad this year.
What's Jones' contract look like?
Jones, they can get out after this year. They would take like a $20 million cap hit, but they wouldn't have to pay him $40 million, so they'd save $20 million. Jones has 2 more years after this one, but like I said, the Giants can get out of these. So I figure he's a year-to-year guy. If he's good enough this year, we can't pick a quarterback to keep him, but next year if he sucks, they get rid of him. Like I feel like he's year-to-year until his contract's up. He's not going to get another contract. There's no way they're going to move forward with that guy. So I feel like he's a year-to-year guy at this point.
I would trade you Trey Lance, Mozzie, and throw in Dono for Dexter Lawrence right now. You get Mozzie. He's a former first-round draft pick. You get Trey Lance, a former first-round draft pick. Come on, man. That's a good deal.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you Daniel Jones, and you throw over CeeDee Lamb. Daniel Jones, first-round pick, top 6. Picking for CeeDee Lamb. Come on.
Oh my gosh, man. Glad to see you, Law Nation, back on from that liquor coma. Hope both of you guys lose this week. Bird gang. It look like he's drunk with something. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
what is that? I don't think we can both lose this week.
No, unless we a tie or something like that.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
That would be crazy. Yeah. Yes, indeed. The Redneck Rocker, 01, 199 for you, my law. We miss you, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, love the man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all give me these flowers, man. You know. What do you say?
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
Yeah. Gunner states with the $5 support. He says, hope the Cowboys lose. Damn, man, what we do to you?
I told you, the Commander fans, they're on our side.
What? It's on your side. So it's
on our side. They love seeing Cowboys misery.
In the words of my guy Tupac, man, I talked to him the other day. He's still alive. I ain't mad at you, though, man. I ain't mad at you, man. It's okay.
I ain't mad at you.
The Giants. Oh, my gosh, man. Look at the Commanders being Giants fans. How did that feel? Because they have never jumped on our side. You know, how did that feel, man?
Of course not. I told everybody, I'm like, they're all going to be rooting for the Giants. The Giants, it's funny how everybody can get behind the Giants, one game a year. It's very rare that everybody's like, oh, man, I hope the Giants lose. We've been so insignificant the last season. Like, let the Giants have a game. We're not worried about the Giants, but if the Cowboys get hot, maybe a little bit worried about them. So, of course, they're going to.
What about the great value Pat Mahomes dialing Raiola?
Oh, Raiola. Oh, he's just a freshman, so I do like him, though. But
I guess 2026, huh?
2027.
Oh, 2020.
Yeah, he's a freshman. He's a pure freshman. He's like 19, so I don't think he can come out in 2027. But yeah, Raiola is pretty good.
Shador Sanders, what about him?
So I like Shador, but I don't like the thought of Dion being.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that distraction, because Dion would criticize it. Like I don't want that. Like Shador on the field, I think has a lot of talent. I don't think it's developed. I think a good coach. I think with a good coaching, he could be really good. I don't want Dion, man. I don't want the package that comes with Shador Sanders. You know what I mean? I like Cameron Ward a lot. I like Carson Beck. I like Quinn Ewers. I like Shador Sanders. I just don't want Dion, especially in New York. Like this, this is tough. And I don't want that back and forth Dion against the media and this and that. And then Shador's kind of putting him in an awkward spot. Like I don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? I'd be a little worried about that.
Man,
Sure Sanders is
it'll
perfect for
sell
like
some
Vegas.
tickets.
Vegas.
Yeah, it'll sell some tickets, and Vegas do need a quarterback, and it'll be.
Give me my theme music.
Yeah, you know you get some buttons with me. That's prime time. I can see him with the Giants coming through the Giants tunnel. Hey, he played for all the teams. He didn't play for the Eagles, but he did play for Washington. He played for my Cowboys.
He didn't play for the Giants either.
He didn't play for the Giants. Yeah, he played for all the teams.
Well, he played for the Yankees. I mean, he did play for the Yankees.
So he did. So he knows some places over there. So
yeah, he does.
You better be quiet now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Giants fans so mad. It's from Davis for the $4.99. He says the Giants fans are so mad at Saquon when your GM treating him like a $2 whore. We love him over here. Fly, Eagles, fly. See, just about a week ago, he dropped that pass. All that love wasn't there, wasn't it?
No, they booed this shit out of him.
They booed the hell out of him. Come on, man. Shit. Come on with
Crazy,
it.
Crazy. The funny thing is that the Eagle fans think this actually bothers Giants fans. And the fact of the matter is there definitely are some Saquon stands that just love Saquon.
Right.
But if you actually pay attention to where the Giants have been, with Saquon Barkley, the Giants had a 33% winning percentage. Without him, they had a 36% winning percentage. They were 9-16. Excuse me, they were 9-16 without him, and I think they were like 26-48-1 with him. He didn't make a difference here. People would say, "Oh, he was your best player," but we weren't winning any games with him here. Our quarterbacks got sacked 85 times last year. 85, second most in the history of the NFL.
Yeah,
you can't win like that. Barkley was not going to help us. Everybody was stuffing the box. Stop Barkley, you win the game. You got to do something different. We can't pay a running back a ton of money. And Joe Shane tried to pay him a ton of money. Joe Shane offered him 3 contracts. Barkley did not want to be here. If he wanted to be here, he would have signed in 2022. Jones would have then been tagged. Jones would not be our quarterback now. Barkley wanted to leave the Giants. I don't blame him. We suck. We have sucked. But he shouldn't have been like, "Oh, I want to be a Giant forever. Oh, play the victim," and then sit there. Shut up, Barkley.
Shut up.
Shut up, Barkley.
Yeah.
The Giants offered him more money than the Eagles did. He took the freaking money. Shut up. You're not a victim. Stop playing a victim. Stop acting like a nice guy. You went to Philadelphia. That's all Giants fans. I mean, not at him, but Philadelphia, that garbage, puke, shit-looking jersey. It's gross.
It's terrible, man. Keep going. See, at least we got the blues over here, man.
Right.
You know, we got the
Stop
better
thinking
color.
that green jersey. So, no, not mad at Barkley for leaving, but I hate the Eagles. If Barkley went to the Texans, more power. You hear me say one word about Xavier McKinney over here? Not one. He's a pack. Good for him. Not one. But when
you
go
know
down,
the craziest thing, though? For sure, the Eagles would be 0-3 without him.
without Barkley, yeah, they would.
Ooh, can you imagine the crashing and burning and the gnashing of teeth? Oh, my God.
Listen, he's in a good situation now because
He's in a good situation.
Barkley does not have to be the guy there because they have A.J. Brown, because they have Devontae Smith, because they have a good offensive line.
Yeah.
He can definitely produce. Barkley produced here, but our team wasn't good enough. That's a luxury position in today's NFL. And my buddy Chris made a great point. He goes, if you have a Toyota Prius, are you paying for really expensive rims to put on your Prius, or are you waiting to buy a new car to put the rims on? Like, you're not taking a really bad product and putting a really expensive piece in there because it's still a Prius at the end of the day, right? So the Giants would still be a Prius even with Barkley. We got some shiny hubcaps, but that car drives like shit. So lay off the hubcaps, save your money, and go out and get your Maserati, right? That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Maserati.
And next year's running back class. Ooh. Not saying that they're going to have Barkleys over there, but it is nice next year's running back class.
Yeah. And the running backs it's not what it used to be. It's just not. It's not as, because quarterbacks run a lot.
I'm not saying anything about running backs because we definitely need one over here or to learn to utilize one over here. So I'm gonna stand out of that conversation because I ain't gonna lie to kick it. Saquon Barkley here in the Cowboys uniform, he would have been serviceable here too, though.
Yeah,
but against Saquon Barkley when he was with the G-Man, he is 0-6 versus the Cowboys, so he never even got a chance to know what it feels like to win versus the Cowboys.
Point. We just weren't a good enough team. So, like I said,
yeah.
anybody that actually understands football the way the cap works, and it's not Madden, you can't just sign everybody to your team. The Giants needed to fix that O-line. The O-line's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Singletary's run just fine. Barkley's having a great year, but Singletary's doing just as good as Barkley would do here, in my opinion.
No doubt, no doubt. Got Gunner with the $2 support, says Cowboys defense on the brinks of implosion. Love it. I mean, hey, I got no room. I got no room to talk good about my defense right now. I'm a defensive-minded person. Outside of most of the mistakes that we are making, we can go back and look at tape and film. It's more of the mindset versus what physicality is. We had Carson's giving up 56 yards last game, another 30 yards on another play, not being able to come down and field. Guess what? He's not playing in this game. He got a shoulder that's hurt, so we're going to put in either Andre Booth or Izzy McQuamu. So be prepared to go up against a different face that you guys may haven't seen on tape this particular Thursday night football tomorrow.
Right.
Yes, indeed. Randy states here for $5 support, and we got about how much longer we got? Bad.
We can get through these super chats and we'll
Okay.
go the road.
Okay, Barkley is good, but won't save them from Kellen Moore, just like Washington. Dan Quinn, it is coming. So basically, and I called it. If it wasn't for that Dallas Goedert pass against the Saints, which was really good, they did 4 curl routes, comeback hook routes, and that play was incomplete. And then they did the exact same play, but this time on the underneath drag pattern, they had Dallas Goedert, who Jalen Hurts hit, and he was able to go 60 yards down the field.
What was New Orleans' defense doing on that? On 3rd and 16. People are like, it's a mesh concept. I understand that. That gets them open. It's a 7-yard pass. Lord, this isn't CeeDee Lamb. This isn't Devontae Smith. It's not A.J. Brown. It's not Malik Neighbors. How does Dallas Goedert run 55 yards after the catch without being touched? Where was the defense, Lord?
They was in Dallas, man. Them jokers in Dallas, like they said, that's our Super Bowl right there. We beat Dallas, man. I was like, what? Why they didn't do that to us, man? They killing me over here. So, damn good play. I thought it was gonna be over with. I was getting ready to just do all types of here we go, But shoot, Goddard, he gashed him, man. I don't know what kind of defense that was, y'all. My guy, he always gives me a hard time. He said, Lord, my uncle had tits. He will be my auntie. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Well, okay, all right. But see, me and BadDog, we used to this. Because last year, 1-0, we 1-0. Last 2-0, we 2-0. 3-0, 3-0. 4-0, fly Eagles fly. 5-0, 6-0. You remember all of that stuff?
10-1, we're the best team in football. Super Bowl.
We going
and then
back.
What happened?
Yeah.
An epic collapse.
Yeah. So the inverse of what Stephen A. Smith would say. Just wait, you can book it. They are absolute different. They finna do this different right here. An accident waiting to happen. Just bet on it. You can put your money on it. Put all of the coins on the Eagles. Yes, it's an accident waiting to happen. You can put your money on it. Come on, baby.
Yeah, I agree. They're the same team as they were last year. They look exactly the same. Their defense is not trusted. Jalen Hurts is turning the ball over at an epic rate again. And, they've gotten a couple breaks.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened last year. And, last year, the Giants finished them off. They made them tap out. They made them quit. They crushed them 27-10. The only reason they beat them 34-10 is because they were trying to get Sterling Shepard a touchdown because it was the last game as a Giant.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, man, I can't wait for it, man. Do you do score predictions or not, or are you going to do, who wins?
I'll say I did do that. I might have done this last time. I think it's going to be 27-21.
Cowboys?
I can't. Okay. Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. Sorry, Giants fan. I can't. I got to see it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we can't win this game. It's our best chance, without question, to beat Dallas. But until we beat them, I got to actually see it happen. We've beaten Dak Prescott one time since 2016. Once. Wow. No. I'm sorry. I don't know that we have beaten him since because we beat Andy Dalton. I don't remember the last time we beat you guys.
When last time?
I remember 2020 when it was
2020. Yeah, you did.
But I don't know that Daniel Jones has never beat Dak Prescott, and he's been here since 2019.
Well,
maybe we beat you in 2018. I honestly don't remember. It's been forever. Well, no, that wouldn't have anything to do with 2020. It's been a long time.
Yeah. They put in
It's not just in
2020 in the chat.
2017. So
I like this score right here. Somebody put 33-17. Ice cold Cowboy. I'm thinking that Dak Prescott mentioned that they got to score more than 28 points. The Cowboys' offense. I think my offense for the Cowboys very slow, very lethargic. Maybe they use this game to get back and going and get things moving. I would have them right at 30 points, and you guys right at 20, 21.
I don't know why
Something
Eagle
like that.
fans are saying I'm living in the past. I'm living on old ass games. The last time we played you, who won the game? I mean, this isn't in the past. The last time we played, who
Come
won?
on. Bro, yeah. Break them all, man.
The last time we played, who won? We haven't played you. Who won the last time we played?
Yeah.
Who won the last time we played? Between the Eagles and Giants, who the hell won?
Get him, man. No. Yeah. He's like, hey, we beat y'all last. Now y'all better.
Right, that's right. Let's go.
Yeah, that dog right there, that dog got teeth, man. Hey, man, it's always a pleasure, man. I would normally say good luck to your team until you play us, but guess what? You playing us, man. So lace them up, man. Let the Cowboys be victorious, and I hope it was like the last two outcomes that my Cowboys faced you guys.
I hope it ain't nothing like that. Well, I can't live through another one of those games. But listen, I really appreciate taking the time to do this, and we'll talk. We'll talk soon.
No doubt, man. I guess, man, I'm gonna just go first since it's basically your show because it's a home game for you. You got home field, so I'm gonna go first. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, y'all can find me at Law Nation Sports. That's on Instagram, TikTok. I believe I'm on the X app under that same handle, YouTube. I'm even on MySpace. So find Law Nation Sports, man. Type that in. MySpace, I'm finna buy the domain, man.
Talking about you goes to MySpace. We're definitely
we aging bad. Yeah. But in a good way, man. It is written the Eagles win. Come on, man. I hope you back Law on the channel, big dog. Yeah. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your support for the 199. In your departing words, Bad Dog.
Hey, listen, it's always an absolute honor to chop it up with you. You guys know where to find me. I'm obviously BadDog Sports on Instagram, on YouTube. I'm at Mr. BadDog7676 on X. And I just want to thank you guys and girls for hanging out, supporting me in Law. And the NFC East, we love it. A lot of great trash talking. It's great trash. It's a lot of fun. Hate all the teams. But at the end of the day, man, this is our dysfunctional family. We're the only division where each one of the division people or divisional teams have a Super Bowl. Nobody else can claim that. We talk the best trash. We have the best rivalries. It's the best division in football, baby. I love it. And I'm hoping that my Giants can pull out an upset because Lord knows I need it for my health, man. I'm almost
come on, man. Oh my God, what happened, man? Jeremy says Bad Dog can't get mad if Okoye thinks Michael Parsons better than Lawrence Taylor when you said Tiki is better than Emmett.
But I have an argument because Tiki played a whole career. Right. Tiki had almost 20,000 all-purpose yards.
Yeah.
He averaged a half yard more than Emmitt Smith. He played behind a much worse line than Emmitt Smith. He had over 10,000 rushing yards in 7 years as a starter. I have an argument. Maybe
wait. I haven't heard. Now, my guy Okoye, I haven't heard his thoughts on this. So you telling me?
Oh, he told me
that my brother. He said that.
He said it, and that's the thing. Micah Parsons, this is his fourth year in the league. He said because Micah Parsons can line up anywhere. Come on now, dog. Yeah, he said Micah Parsons can line up anywhere, and LT could do that. I'm like, what are you talking about? LT was all over the field. He's like, he can't line up as a defensive tackle. I'm like, he didn't have to line up as a defensive tackle. They changed the way.
They changed
that guy. I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, listen, but Micah Parsons wins 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards, a couple Super Bowls, is an 8-time first-team All-Pro, wins an MVP as a defensive player. Only 2 players in the history of the NFL have done that, Alan Page and Lawrence Taylor. When he does that, we'll discuss it. But until that happens, we can't discuss. He's been in the league 4 years. This is his 4th year. You shouldn't even put him in the same sentence with Lawrence Taylor.
Nah, well, I guess he talk about potentials. Maybe I don't know. Well, here's my thing, and I don't want to be
If you
disrespectful.
pay your mortgage on potential,
No, you don't pay your mortgage on potentials. Like, look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna promise to pay. On the 15th. I got IOU slips, but
Right.
no. Here's my thoughts on Parsons. I think the world of Parsons. I think that he got an unbelievable skill set and talent. But his chapters are still being written. It's not over with. And if it's like you said, it's only 4 years. Now, the fan base is wedged, and it's like the great divide with him because you got a third of the fan base that really kind of say, hey, podcast Parsons, we need for you to get off of that and just focus in on the game at hand. And then we got other bases that say, hey, at least he ain't out there racing, his cars in the strip clubs, and he ain't doing no gun violence and stuff like that, which I like Parsons in the house doing the podcast stuff juxtaposed to being out there on the streets, to be real. Yeah. So my thing is, by it being such a polarizing topic, let's just give Parsons this treatment. Let's check. Let's take a look back in 3 more years.
Right. You don't get an argument from me. I wanted the Giants to draft Mike Parsons. I think Marcus Parsons is a special player. He is a game wrecker. He has that kind of talent, but the man been in the league 4 years. I heard that J.J. Watt was better than Lawrence Taylor. What happened to him? He fell off. I heard all these guys are better. Nobody's better than Lawrence Taylor. Nobody's better than Lawrence Taylor. It's just the way it goes. Nobody better. Nobody.
We'll find out down the stretch, man. Hey, it's always a pleasure talking to you, man.
You too,
I can't wait to see our post video. Cause we got to meet back after this is said and done. We return to the scene of the crime, and we'll see who was right, who was wrong. Appreciate you so much, BadDog. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, my friend. All right, guys, be good. We out.
Indeed. We don't have no fancy outro, so I'm gonna have to build it right here. Boom, there we go. Here we go. Yeah. All right, y'all. We up out of here, man. Yeah, look at BadDog flexing on them. Yeah. Peace.